can't believe I don't have a bottle of champagne to share with my friend here, newly extended D tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. Osa Odighizuwa, you doggy with this 80 mil. What?
Thank you. I mean, I have champagne here if it helps.
I want to hear everything. I'm so happy for you. 4 years, 80 mil, 50 mil guaranteed, 20 mil signing bonus, and you brought your mom to the signing.
Yeah, of course I'm going to bring my mom. She's the whole reason why I'm even in this position. So got to have her with me. It's only right.
Tell me everything. I want to know what you were feeling when you finally got the deal done. Has it hit you? Is it slowly hitting you? I imagine, like, if you're sitting on a rocking chair in your head over some beautiful lake, and you're thinking, I got this huge pay raise. I've worked so freaking hard for my entire life. What are the thoughts that are going through your head?
I mean, it was just, being able to take care of my mom. I feel like that was like the first thing and probably the most important thing is just being able to take care of my mom and then like my family and just making sure that for the rest of our lives that we're going to be good. That's going to be awesome. And that's probably what hit me the hardest. Like, it took me a little while, but after we left, me and my mom sat down for lunch and we just had a moment.
Well, take me into that moment. No, I don't know. What kind of moment?
I got to look at my mom, the beautiful soul that she is, and tell her that the struggle is over. That was really awesome. The mission, obviously, in that regard, is accomplished. She's going to be solid for the rest of her life, and I think that's definitely my main duty as a son to her. So now, kind of just playing for legacy and love of the game at this point.
Yeah. Love of the game. I mean, love of the game. You want to win a ring.
Yeah.
Does this change things a little? Be honest. Are you like, oh gosh, now like there's a bigger expectation of me? There's more to it. Like, do you feel like what I have to do more? Is there any of that? No. Yes. No?
I mean, there's still not even that. I just think for me personally, there's still goals that I have yet to accomplish in terms of like personal accolades and just things here and there. Obviously, the ring is still out there for us, the Cowboys, to chase. So there's still so much to play for. I don't even look at it as pressure. It's just still got goals and things that I want to accomplish.
Well, pressures are what you do best, my friend. Your pressures are insane. I want to talk about what earned you this deal, all this hard work from when you were a kid through now. You're playing for, obviously Jerry Jones, that fan base that wants it so bad, and that, fan base that really loves you. You had a 99% likability rating about this deal yesterday. Everyone was happy for you. I loved seeing it. But you had a career high in sacks. You can't really argue giving you this deal or extending you or making this move. Quarterback hits, tackles, but third most pressures among defensive tackles. When you look back on the year that you had from an individual goal perspective like you're talking about, what are you most proud
of? Definitely I think the body of work is just to be able to improve year in and year out just speaks to the work and the consistency that I have and the work that I'm putting in and will continue to put in. So it's exciting. I think I'm happy with the work. Best year that I've had, like as a rusher, thus far. But like I said, there's just still a lot left on the table. There's a lot out there for me to go and get. So, just kind of looking at that.
It was plays like this, Osa, that got you paid. Your second career NFL strip sack, week 15, against little Bryce and these Panthers. You get a good jump off the line of scrimmage. Damian Lewis, sorry. Walk me through the play.
So there was a rush that I had before that where he did like the exact same thing in the first half. So I was just kind of quietly visualizing what I would do if I got that block again. I didn't know it was going to come like right then at that play, but like I knew before the play that it was a pass. So I kind of had that idea in my head, and then it just happened like just kind of exactly how I visualized it, not in terms of like the strip sack and everything, but just in terms of like the way I was going to beat the block.
Yeah.
Was exactly what I thought about in my head.
It looked like you knew it was coming. Just the way that you immediately dodged the hands. Like, I'm like, you anticipated that. You knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked seeing that. Outside of what you do on the field, what is your role? You really stuck out to me, and I do interviews all day long. You really stuck out to me last year because it was such like a slap to everybody that criticizes the Cowboys, right? Because you're like, we have the guys. Are you an emotional leader? Are you a positive guy? Like, for fans that might know, what is your role in that locker room? Is it emotional leader? Is it quiet leader?
Um, I don't know about quiet. I'm not like super talkative. I like to be the guy that's definitely feeding people positivity,
Yeah.
someone that leads by example. I would say more so of leading by example. If there's someone that you could look at, I feel like, and be like, this is how you should operate in the building. I take it to an extreme, clearly, but like I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if I like to think myself, if you can look at somebody and the work ethic and the process, I like to say that I do it the right way. I'm 1,000% that everybody in the building would agree. So I'm just gonna keep doing that, setting the standard, being the example.
I love that. Has Micah reached out to you to say congrats?
Yeah, we had talked about it a little bit, even just beforehand. That's my guy. So we had talked about it, even when I was thinking about just throughout the whole process, weighing the options and everything like that. Just kind of kept each other in the loop.
Good. I love that. I mean, I saw he put you on his Instagram story, and I just loved that. I thought that's just a great teammate, especially when his deal isn't done yet. But I assume, like, he's next. When you were signing that, were you like, is Micah here too? Is he coming in after me? How important is it to you that they move to that and get that done?
It's extremely important. I feel like we play off of each other very well. We do a good job of rushing off each other. So for him to come back is very important to me and the team. I think we're a much better football team with him on the field than without him. So it's extremely important to get that deal done.
All right, let's go, Jones family. Let's get it done. CD Lamb made contract news yesterday as well. Restructured deal, saves around $20 million in cap space. And I love that he said this on Twitter. He said to a response to somebody saying, "Why'd you do that?" or whatever. I forget what the tweet was, but he said, "I want to win. It's going to take more than just myself." What does this say about this team? Because I think a lot of people out there seeing this tweet and they're rolling their eyes like, win what? Wasn't the year you guys expected to have. What do you think of that?
I mean, not to make any excuses, but like injuries are a real thing. It could happen to anybody. You can go into the season with the best team on paper, and the injury bug might have completely different plans. But just in terms of what CD said, I agree with that. You know what I mean? He's trying to open up some space so we can make some moves and make this a better team. So I agree with that decision 100%. And it's not like he's losing any money by doing it. You know what I mean? He just moves it around a bit. So I don't see why. I mean, it's not even a question. It's a no-brainer.
No, I don't know. I think it's amazing that this team feels this way. I think it's hard for teams that don't get where they want to go, where they know they want to be, and as talented as they are, to sort of get off the mat and do it and have that sort of, like, I would love to ask you, like, who's responsible for that? Who's responsible for, I don't know, like, I look at a George Kittle in the Bay, right? Like, they've gotten to the biggest games and lost, but, like, you have to have it up here, the mental toughness, the emotional IQ to, like, take yourself off the mat. Who is that in that locker room that's like, no, we have a winning culture, we can do this?
I feel like it's not just one person. I feel like it's a collective of guys. Like we love each other, you know what I mean? And we've felt that pain of not making it through those big games. And I think everyone just has a collective desire to want to win and get that done. And everyone's making the moves and doing what they can to try and get it done. So I think it just speaks to the culture that we have as a team, you know what I mean? And there's a level of selflessness that we have.
Yeah, there's an idea that and I understand the idea, that there need to be changes. Things need to change. Last year when I talked to you, you didn't have that. You didn't share that opinion. We have the guys. Do you think that things need to change? If there is a change to be made, what is it, knowing what you know and how important you are to that locker room?
Things are going to change. That's the NFL. You know what I mean? Like, trying to retain guys. There's a lot of guys in free agency. It wasn't just myself. That just is what it is. Change is the nature of the beast. So, with that being said, just making sure that the right changes are being made. If it's going to happen, let's make it to benefit us as much as possible. So I think, again, just everyone trying to be selfless and do what they can to make sure that things go well for us this season.
I think it's important that you like the culture there, and you do. You sound like you. It's a good culture there. I wouldn't, not that I don't expect that, but I would understand if it went through some tough times, as this team's gone through tough times. I don't think that the Cowboys organization gets enough credit for the culture in that locker room. So I appreciate everything that you're saying. And the change has been made. You guys have Schottenheimer, right? He's there.
Yeah.
He knows a thing or two. He knows how that world works. He knows how Jerry works. He knows how you guys tick. What have you already noticed about his mark, his leadership? And he went in there and he cleaned house a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like who he brought in. I like his philosophy, things that he's talked about in the media as far as like doing what the players do best. I absolutely love that. You know, it's about winning matchups. So if you put us in the best position to do what we do best, we're going to be the most likely to win our matchups. So I'm in support of it.
Okay.
And Shotty's just a great dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, you're smiling. I want to know what you mean. I think it's another, like the world wants to tear the Cowboys apart, so it's an eye roll that Shoddy got the job. They wanted something bigger, different, but your face is saying, no, we have the guy we want.
we have the guy we want. The team, the locker room loves Shotty. And I think that's part of where it starts. And I believe he's a smart guy. And just the person that he is. He's a good dude, you know. Called me afterwards.
Really?
Said congratulations. Me and my family went to dinner. He found out where we went to dinner at, and he sent me a little gift too. You know, just the kind of care that he has for us, and it's the kind of coach that you can run through a wall for. You know.
What did he send you? What did he send? What did he send? Tell me.
A bottle of champagne.
He did. He found out where you guys were going, and he said, "Deliver." That's a classy touch. That's nice.
Guy.
All right.
Sure.
More strip sacks on the way here in 2025 season. I love seeing that. You know what I keep reading about with I guess him and the culture. And I think we have to take a TV break, but we are still live on YouTube with newly paid Osa, who can afford his own champagne but doesn't have to. I love that for you. What kind of energy shift has there been?
You know,
Do you agree?
I feel like in terms of energy shift, or I like Shotty's energy, but in terms of like energy shift, you know, it's just I'd say we're just gonna have to, not to say anyone's trying to be a hero or anything like that, but just making sure it's a collective. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
coming together. And it was dark times last year. I think this is just gonna cause us to come even closer as a team. And if there's going to be any shift in energy, it's just going to be us becoming more cohesive and us coming together and becoming even more tight-knit, you know?
I love that. Are you surprised that Coach McCarthy doesn't have a head coaching gig this year?
I didn't even know that he didn't, but a little bit. But at the same time, not really. It's only 32 spots. It's not always going to be something that just pops up open, you know? It's an unpredictable beast, the NFL, so.
So true.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because, you know, here's what I know. The Cowboys draft real well. Like, you're homegrown. CD's out here taking restructured deals. He's that Dak, maybe the biggest value at the quarterback spot in recent memory, outside of Brock Purdy, of course, but, you know, whatever. Dak's been doing it longer, more consistently. Cowboys draft well. Genty could be sitting there at 12, Osa. That's giving me 2016 Zeke vibes, okay? How much harder would this offense be to defend with CD and Genty?
That would be awesome. I think a great run game and a great pass game goes hand in hand. If you can run and pass the ball, it makes it easier on everybody. Being one-dimensional is really easy as a defender, you know what I mean, to play against. If I know exactly what you're going to do, whether it be running all the time or passing the ball all the time, or if I know that you struggle with one, so you're going to lean more towards the other, it just makes it that much easier. So I feel like when you're strong as an offense, both those ways, and you can attack people and get the ball in the end zone in multiple ways, it just makes it that much harder to defend.
Would you like Genty at 12?
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
That'd be crazy. I would like that. You know, Shador could be around at 12.
I mean, that's awesome too, but we have quarterback already. You know what I mean?
That's right, Osa. You have a quarterback already, and you guys are going to get these things done in 2025. Before you go, you know, you could not care about anything in the world right now. You're a made man. You're taking care of your mom. You're doing all of this. But you have your foundation's inaugural gala that you are spearheading, that I know that you're passionate and exciting about. Tell me more about it.
The Odighizuwa Foundation Gala is going to be the first one ever. We got some live music performing. We're just trying to raise money to be able to do more of what we've been doing, which is help single parent families, you know, just trying to make even bigger impact on these people and try and change more lives than we have been. Proud to say that we have in this past 3 years. So just trying to get some more support to be able to do what we've been doing and do it better. So the gala is on March 29th. I've heard some people even say that they thought it was like invite only. That is not true.
Okay.
Anybody can buy tickets to the gala. You could buy a ticket if you wanted, Kay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the 29th from the 5 to 8. There are live musical performances, so everybody check that out. There's a silent auction. That's how you can help with the fundraising. Player appearances. You know Osa's going to bring the best Cowboys to this. There's a panel. There's information. It's really, really important to support the players who give their all for you. So please, guys, go support. And you can go to the, I think it's, let's see. It's on the screen. Oh, there it is. Right there. Perfect. I don't have it on here. But yes, do that. Enjoy the gala. I heard you say I could get a ticket. Maybe I'll get a ticket to come down there. But I'm so happy for you. Enjoy the rest of the off season. Sleep well.
Thank you.
And hi to your mom. Beautiful. We'll be back.
Mom says hi.
So amazing.